Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Evolve with Emily show. I'm your host, Emily Hayden, and you are listening to another Monday message. Every single Monday, I bring a message of the day to you guys. So here's today's message. Stop giving people access to you that have already proven that they don't deserve it. A lot of you guys are in the same situation in multiple areas of your life over and over again. And if you look, there's a pattern and you feel like you shouldn't be in this situation. Why are people treating you this way? How do you constantly find yourself in this situation? Number one, you have to realize the common denominator. What is the common denominator in all of those situations in every area of life? It's you. Ding, ding, ding. You're the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It is you. You have to realize you're the common denominator. And you may say to me, okay, but I don't deserve to be treated this way. Okay, well, what is your part in that? And that's a question you have to ask is in every single area of life, what is my part in this? And your part in that is that you keep giving the same people access to you that have already proven with their actions that they do not deserve that access. So no, you are not in control of somebody else's actions. You are not necessarily causing their actions, but you are allowing it. And you will experience exactly whatever it is that you decide to tolerate inside of your life. So if you were giving them access, you are making a conscious decision to welcome and tolerate the behavior that you don't like, that you don't want in your life. The way that you stop that is to stop giving access to people that don't deserve it. These people have shown you over and over again with their actions that they don't deserve access to you like that. And you keep finding yourself in the same situation, getting hurt by the same people, by the same scenarios. It goes well for a little while and then you end up getting hurt again and you keep asking why. What is my part in this? That's the question that you have to ask, because sometimes it's a lot more than that. Sometimes it's much more than you just giving access. Sometimes you're actually playing their game. You're being a part of it. You have intentional actions that are a part of this thing. But sometimes it comes down to the simple fact that you are allowing them access to you. Heads up, you do not have to be the person that changes someone's bad situation or thinks that you can change their bad situation. You don't have to be the person to give somebody another chance. You don't have to be the person that helps and saves and does whatever it is that you think that you're doing by giving them all of these chances that they don't deserve. There is something really beautiful about a heart who is willing to give a second chance, a heart who is willing to let people mess up and help them and try again. But you have to start realizing when it goes beyond a mistake. It goes beyond the human, I'm having a bad day or I've had a mistake or whatever it is, or I messed up here and I'm changing it, I'm going to make it right. And when it turns from that into a consistent pattern. So if you recognize that you are in relationships in your life, and I mean relationships in the sense of business and family and friends and community, whatever it is for you, when you find yourself in relationships that have consistent patterns of these things that you do not wish to experience, you got to realize either shut up and deal with it because you're the one who's literally choosing it over and over again, or make a different decision. Here's the thing. When you start to really recognize who in your life is really committed to their mission in life, to their purpose in life, and committed to being a better version of themselves, you will realize that when you get with those kinds of people, things flow. It's actually so effortless. Even when you're working really hard, the flow of it all is effortless because you guys are on the same wavelength. You have the same mindset. You have the same heart posture. And when that happens, you'll be able to have real conversations. You'll be able to have disagreements. You'll be able to say, I didn't feel good about this, and bring it to them. And they will listen to you with an open mind and figure out how you guys can be successful moving forward. And they will have changed behavior, not just a promise of words that they're spewing out of their mouth. So you have to realize when you're in these negative, toxic, sometimes abusive, whether that be physically or mentally or emotionally, relationships, that you have to realize when you're in that cycle and realize that those things are not changing, and you have to be willing to make a change. You have to be willing to make a different decision so that you experience something else in your life. So a lot of the turmoil that you're experiencing is actually avoidable. It's avoidable by you making a different decision. And I know that that is so much easier said than done. I know it's really hard to make that decision for yourself, to decide to cut off that toxic behavior, friendship, business deal, this thing that you thought would be amazing. I know it's difficult to do that, but you literally have two choices in front of you. Keep the perpetuating cycle going on and on and on. Keep perpetuating it, right? Or literally change it. Change your course of action by making a different decision, not allowing that inside of your life, not tolerating that inside of your life. And by doing that, you're actually making space and you're opening up a space and a welcomed area for somebody who is on your wavelength to come in and to step in, and for it to be this effortless flow of give and take, of give and receive, not just you give, and everything feeling like it's being taken from you. So really recognize that there is so much power in you realizing that you have power in this. You're not powerless over the different hardships and circumstances in your life. You have a lot of power, and it's in your decision making. So decide, what is the decision that I need to make? And then make that decision. Make the decision that is in alignment with the highest version of you, that is in alignment with the relationships that you wish to have, right? The business conversations that you wish to have. You have to be a part of creating those. They're not just going to come to you. So if you're looking around at your life right now and you're wondering, why does this always keep happening? Why am I seeing these patterns in every area of my life? Ask yourself, have I been giving access to me to people who have already proven to me that they don't deserve it? And when I say access to me in words like deserve and don't deserve, this is not a hierarchy of you're better than anyone. It's just you recognizing who values you and appreciates you and respects you, right? When you have value and trust and respect inside of a relationship, you show up that way. So if that's not what you're getting inside of a relationship, even from a really great person, it doesn't mean that they are less than you or that you're better than anyone. But that's not an aligned relationship. And that's just how you need to chalk it up as. You need to chalk it up as we are simply just not aligned. And you need to go find who you are actually aligned with. Because when you align yourself with people that share the same similar core values, the same mission, the same purpose, they hold the same standards for themselves, you guys will create something beautiful and magical together. And that is worth leaving anything that is less than that, leaving anything that is already proven to you that they are undeserving of your time, your attention, your focus, your energy, your money, your everything that you have to give, right? So recognize that and really take your power back by choosing to make a different decision. Just understand, people will always show you who they are. People at every moment in time, they're always showing you exactly who they are. The thing is, sometimes you have to get better at recognizing it. A good friend of mine told me, you're really good at reading what's going on. And he's like, but you got to read between the lines. So I want to, just kind of pass that along to you guys today. Read between the lines. People will say one thing, but do their thoughts, do their words, and do their actions align? And what do their patterns show you? Once you really take a look at that, you will have some clear decisions to make in front of you. You won't have to guess. You won't have to talk it out. You won't have to vent to anyone. You will know right away which relationships, which business, deals, which family members you need to create some boundaries with and to stop giving so much of yourself to. A lot of the reason why you feel so empty and so drained and so overwhelmed is because you're giving, where it's not valued, appreciated, and deserved, and you're not getting anything back. A true relationship, and by relationship, I'm talking about every relationship we experience as humans, there should be a synergistic flow of give and take. It shouldn't always be you giving. It also shouldn't always be you receiving. So what are you there to give? How are you there to pour into somebody else's life, right? And make sure that that's what you're getting back as well. So really assess your life. Decide what kind of boundaries you need to make, who you need to kind of exit out of your life, which doesn't always have to be this dramatic, I cut them out of my life, right? But maybe your schedule is just a little bit too packed right now in order to fit them in as much as you used to. Maybe you're not answering the phone every single time that they call like you used to. As you clear up this space and energy inside of your heart and your mind, number one, you'll get more back for you. And you will be able to pour into others in a better way that you haven't in a long time. And then two, like I said, you're opening up that space. And I want you just to have hope and faith that beautiful relationships in business, in life, in love, in family, in everything can come in and fulfill you in ways that you didn't even know were possible. And then you'll look back and wonder, why did I ever give so much attention to something that was literally draining the life out of me? So that's today's message. Thank you guys so much for listening. Last quick reminder, if you want to be a part of the Evolve Retreat, which is May 12th through 15th in Houston, Texas, check the link below for all the information. I would love to have you guys. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in another episode of The Monday Message. Bye, guys.